It's at a little straight to the side. Yeah. Little edge.
Quick hands from Fulton, threads it through. It's ugly, but it's a win. And the Scorchers have taken down the defending champions, the Melbourne Renegades, in Melbourne.
In the area, just over. Bowled it a lot flatter, did Maisie Gibson. Got deep into a crease, got underneath it, and there's a run out on. She's out. Would you believe it? She was pushed back for 3, and that was the easiest of decisions. The Ricky Vessels. And the start.
What a day it's been for the Perth Scorchers in front of their home crowd at the Wacker. They'll get a couple of runs. No, they won't in the end, actually. They'll get just the one to end it off the Renegades. They were trying to get as much as they could, knowing that net run rates could...
Today's a really special day for one of our favourites here. Fultz plays her 100th game of Big Bash cricket. There's a few things in life that are match made in heaven, and you and the Renegades couldn't be any better.
That's out.
Big stump line. In a matter of days. And then into finals as well.
Confusion, run out on at the keeper's end, that is out. It's down in the air, taken by Dotton. Takes this one and goes straight down the throat of Millie Illingworth.
Standing in T20 cricket.
This one's straight up in the air, fielder coming under it, taken. This one's in the air, settling under it and taken. Straight back to her, and that is out. Floats that one up, and Perrin quick onto it. Gets that one as well. Helped on its way. Another boundary, back-to-back boundaries here for Davina Perrin.
We're just starting to see her settle into these Australian conditions, aren't we, Lise?
Comes down. Difference. And that will do it. That has gone all the way. What a way to win the match. A huge 6 from Georgia Wareham. A massive partnership between these two.
A great way to finish. That was our most clinical performance. I thought our bowling and our fielding effort was tremendous. Obviously, a lot of shared overs between the spinners and the pacers. Thought Soph worked that beautifully. So to restrict a really good Sixers batting lineup to around 130 was a great effort. At 4 and 2, just over halfway through the tournament, we're in a really good spot. And then to miss out against the Stars and both those matches home and away to the Scorchers really set us back. So it's one of near misses.
The whole squad this year is really exciting. I I think there's a lot of belief that we can sort of blow it away a little bit and hopefully get our season off to a good start down here with 2 games. So yeah, looking forward to it and hope to see as many people out as possible.
There's a few good senior heads in the team to lean on. I'm looking forward to working with Jason Berendorf and Andrew Ty. I think they'll bring a lot of experience and be able to help me a bit. And then Cam White, he's got a lot of experience there leadership-wise, and to have him as coach now, it's awesome to lean on him. We have a lot of cricket conversations off the field and around games, so yeah, that's very helpful.
Gurinder, you've obviously been around the traps for a long time. You played a lot of cricket. When you see someone like Josh with such raw talent and such controlled mindset at the top of the order, is that pretty hard to bowl to first up?
Yeah, it is. I reckon with Brownie, I feel like from when I have bowled to him, he's actually probably more watchful than some people think, and he can actually pick up a slower ball really well. So I think that's what actually makes him quite hard to bowl to. Obviously, he's got the power, but then actually a real strong base and a really good, I guess, for him, how he watches the ball and picks up cues of bowlers. He can pick up a slow ball probably as good as most people, and then put that together with this power. It's actually real hard to bowl to, especially when he debuted. I think it was against the Sixers in the BBL. Is that right? No, was that his second game?
Second game. Debuted against the Gades.
Second game against the Sixers, you could just see then, even some of them bowled their slow balls. So Brownie's just sort of held, and then just go bang as well. So that's something that I think is positive for him and does better than some other power hitters. Power hitters, usually most bowlers, you're keep changing the pace, and they just swing through. Whereas Brownie, I think, picks up cues and really watches that ball. Maybe he can probably elaborate, but I think that's what probably makes him stand out a bit.
Is there something that the fans might not know about you beyond the boundary rope? Is there any sort of hobbies or weird interests that you have?
Yeah, there's a few hobbies that I've got. Obviously golf. Everyone knows if you play cricket, you probably play golf. But got a pretty big die-cast car collection. Probably, 7,000, 8,000 cars. So, and also cricket bats.
Chicken 65.
That's coming up soon. Yeah, I love Indian food.
Gurinder, have you enjoyed your time at the Renegades? Obviously spending quite a few years at the Thunder, and you've been obviously around the world with a lot of white ball cricket. How have you felt down here with the Gades?
I've loved my time so far. All the boys here, the squad, the coaching staff, it's been really good, really different from my experiences at the Thunder. I feel here we're a lot more, relaxed, calm, and it's kind of the onus is on the players. In terms of preparation and to be ready for a game, it's this is your career, it's your game. Chat to coaches, what you're thinking, what you want to try and do, and we'll try and help you do that to the best of our abilities from the coach's point of view. So I think that's awesome, because then it, probably us two who are a bit more experienced, that kind of helps. Maybe if you're a younger player coming through, you might need a bit of guidance and chats from senior players or coaches to be I reckon this is your type of game and maybe you should do this for prep, and then as they go through they'll figure out what works, what doesn't. But yeah, for myself especially, I feel I know what I need to do to be ready for a game. So coming into this environment, it's been unreal.
Josh, obviously when you joined the Gades last year, you brought the group in on your personal story as well with your mum's brush with skin cancer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, obviously last year, Mum had a pretty big melanoma cut out and sort of, just went for a regular skin checkup and found it. And then obviously after I found that out, I sort of was a bit rattled as to what was going on. And then I actually partnered with a sunscreen company last year to try and raise awareness as well about what was going on with, skincare, because most Aussies, they think they're tougher than the sun. So it's a bit tough to explain that to people, that you need to, look after your skin, because skin cancer is a real thing and, it will kill you. Sounds pretty brutal if you don't look after it, but obviously making sure now that I'm getting my skin checked all the time, even when I go outside, I got sunscreen on, because you get burnt as soon as the UV goes above 3, even on overcast days. Most people think, oh, I'm not going to get sunburned today. It's fine. But I think today's an overcast day, and the UV's at just under 9, so your skin's still getting damaged.
Now, Jay, I see you're wearing one of your pieces, the Humble clothing. Is this something you might take into post-cricketing?
I'd love to. Right now, it's probably just like a little side hustle and just trying to just get my feet wet and just see what it's all about and what it requires to do. But like these are awesome. These oversized tees, like just dropped them this summer. Good experience. Like just even how do you make a t-shirt? Like how do you create a t-shirt? And for me, like always being a bit taller and different, so I feel like normal sizes like never really fit me that well. I know these days we've got like oversized and stuff like that sort of come in, which is obviously pretty easy for anyone. But like, you know, a few 5, 6, 7 years ago when that kind of wasn't a thing, I was like, oh, things would always fit well, but they'd be always like really short on me, being 6'5", 6'6". So yeah, it's been cool. Just, you know, like a streetwear brand, just trying to build it and then, yeah, keep ticking it along. And then hopefully it's in a place where when I do finish cricket, it's like, oh, you know what, it's doing okay. I can like sort of make a living out of this and then put even more time and effort into it to then try and even scale it to a new level. That'll be pretty cool.
Humble clothing in the comments.
Bang.
Saif's awesome to have back. You know him pretty well already from last year, and yeah, just to have a familiar face, familiar international is great, and he already brings so much energy into the group. He's quite a funny character, and yeah, hopefully he can sort of pick up where he's left off with his form. He's been in great nick, so excited for that. And then yeah, Mohammad Rizwan, obviously we know what he can do. I think really suited to Geelong and Marvel, short square. I'm hoping he can capitalise on that, and yeah, even him over the last few days has been putting a lot of energy into the group, and you know, it's great having your internationals sort of bought in already, which is awesome.
Got the pleasure of presenting cap number 126 to Mohammad Rizwan. Mate, so far what I guess myself and I'm sure everyone else has seen, you're bringing the energy, training hard, you're working hard, you're getting around the boys, and I hope that everyone here has made you feel welcome to the Renegades family. I hope you feel comfortable, hope your family feels comfortable. Mate, tonight, good luck, go well, we've seen what you can do playing for Pakistan and in the PSL and stuff like that, so just be yourself, don't need to do anything special for us tonight, just do you and there'll be heaps for us, so good luck, go well. Good luck, mate, good luck.
And goes aggressively to the leg side for his first boundary.
Oh, goes an unusual area. I was meant to go to fine leg, it goes to third man. Well, that's a shot. That is a shot. Out over cover. Well, that's picked up over the fielder. He's on 49. He's made one big bash 50. He's now made 2. Seifert throws it away. Directly over cover.
Special day.
Good on you, Cole. There's a bit of work to be done out there again. Lights short. Seifert. 20 rows back. Peak goes aerial for the first time. Shows he does have some power. Now that's Geelong in December. High! try from Peak. Right on the rope. Might be too much. It is. Oof. Up and under. Seifert, there's no one back there. 98. Back from the Selwood stand end. Overpitched. And Peak takes toll. Overpitched. Surprised. Peak's quick. Seifert will need to go at the other end and makes it. 500 Seifert. Look at him, rips the helmet off. Celebrates with passion. On the free hit, on 48. Reverses, clears the field, taps it away. Second game, first 50 for Ollie Peak, the future. Inside edge, Rizwan! His first catch in the Big Bash, he's happy about it too. Berendorf with his first wicket for the Renegades. Oh, late call. I reckon he's got a problem, McSweeney. He wasn't convinced about the run. He was looking at Munro, they were looking at each other.
Is that the youngster? Might have been Pete, but...
Oh, it's a good pick-up. Trouble.
And gone, yeah, nice catch.
Delayed the hit, knew the fielder was there, didn't get enough.
Good attack.
Bartlett gets it high. It's going to be tight on the rope. Good catch. Straight through him.
And a couple of runs to the total, leave it 198. The locals will celebrate. It's on the back of that man there, Tim Seifert.
Yeah, that was sort of the dream scenario to get some runs and get the win in front of the home crowd was, yeah, awesome. And it was great to have heaps of friends and family here. And yeah, hopefully we can pack it out a bit more on Sunday.
It was a little bit tricky wicket early on, but we knew once we got through that phase, then potentially become easier to bat, and I thought we batted well as partnerships with each other, and Pico batted unbelievable there during the middle as well, which obviously made my role easier. But yeah, it's always nice to having a big score and kicking on like that.
Yes, there was a couple of outstanding individual performances, but some good contributions across the board. From the ball, with the ball especially. I think everyone bowled a few tough overs there. Even someone like Matt Spores comes in for his first game. I'm not sure you're going to bowl a tougher over than your first ball to Colin Munro, on 40 or 50. So some great examples there of just people contributing. That's what we've got to be about across the season. So Jason Berendorf set the tone, wicket in the first over. So heaps to digest, but no doubt plenty of positives.